coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Well, you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
On second down, here's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Fournette, a first down carry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. First down carry now for Yeldon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. These two teams had not one but 2 memorable encounters a year ago. Their first one was Week 5. That's when Ben Roethlisberger threw a handful of interceptions. Jacksonville won big. And then, of course, the Jags, Charles, they doubled down in the playoffs.
Yeah, they beat Pittsburgh again in Pittsburgh, 45-42, to advance to their 3rd AFC championship game in franchise history. And I like what you did there. A handful. 5 interceptions by Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, he struggled in that first outing. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Bortles now to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, hold it. Green 80.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rudolph now to throw. Flushed out right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
This is taken at the 18. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Bortles going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, here's Fournette. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Yeldon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Hey, spread left. Spread left. Set. Green 80.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Green 80. Green 80.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Mike 39, Lucy. Set. Green 80. Green 80.
From the gun, it's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Rudolph. Man open left side is Brown. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Rudolph off play action. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Jags. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Bortles to throw on second down. And complete over the middle. Safarian-Jenkins. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Safarian-Jenkins. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Lambo on for the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. This is Bell on the dump off. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
380. 380. Omaha, Omaha, Omaha. 386.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 23 yards on the play.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
380. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's one. I'm coming.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to get the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, we got 3 down. 380. 380.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Rudolph. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Let's go.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
39, Lucy.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. A final shot before half for Bortles. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Green 80.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 33 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Sunday.
Bortles going to give to Yeldon, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Green 80.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Green 80. Green 80. Lucy.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
You.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Lucy.
He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there.
Lucy.
Bortles now on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is now 24. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 25. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Rudolph again. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. And McDonald here over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go.
A give to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second down, here's Rudolph. This will be caught by Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rudolph. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Green 80. Green 80.
Again, it's Fournette. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Green 80. Green 80.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. This is Yeldon on the dump off. Oh, now he bowls him over. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Green 80. So right, so right. Green attack.
Here's a give to Fournette, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Green 80. Green 80.
Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Spread right, smack.
A handoff to Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And he cuts it right. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Rudolph. And he comes back with one complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need.
And a loose football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Hey. 4 down. Leopard!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Malik Jackson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Rudolph looking to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
77. Green 80.
Again, it's Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Bell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Three down.
On 1st down, Rudolph. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 13. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.